everybody off. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. That stinks.
It does, but I feel like this isn't a Women's College World Series without a little weather delay.
Absolutely. And if you're in Oklahoma City in May, that's probably going to happen. You've seen the Red Raiders this season. They've been so special. They've taken a sledgehammer literally to the record books.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So we're going to have firsts happen all over this field tonight. But this year has been 21 firsts. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable, right?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
What have you seen out of this team that's put them in that position to be that good?
I think it starts from the top. It starts with Jerry, the staff that he assembled to, bring that out of these girls. He recruited great girls. I know he hit the portal right when we basically hired him, and from there he has taken off, and they've worked extremely hard. They're a fun group to watch. They have a lot of passion. They love playing for each other, and it's just been extremely exciting.
Ole Miss comes in. Before they got in the Super Regional with Arkansas, they'd not ever won a Super Regional game. Mm-hmm. So they're on this kind of trip to Oz as well. And you look at what Texas Tech actually has been, doing better as of recently. But then this Ole Miss team comes out of nowhere, and they're not to be overlooked. After you talk about Ole Miss a little bit, I'm going to tell everybody how they finished and why this team should not be overlooked.
Oh, absolutely. So Ole Miss, they've for the postseason have really came out swinging. Extremely scrappy team. They've fought the last couple games really hard, and it's not going to be an easy game. Obviously, when you're at this level, when you're at the Women's College World Series, nothing's going to come easy. So they're going to have to work extremely hard. But it's definitely going to be a good matchup, in my opinion.
Okay, so how they finished here is they went to work and knocked off Arizona 10-8, lost to Arizona the next round. Now Arizona finished second in the Big 12, remember that. 10-1, they were run ruled, and then came back and won the regional 7-3 against Arizona. Then they went to the Super and won the first game against the Razorbacks 9-7, lost the second game 4-0, but then won the rubber match that took them to the Women's College World Series. Arkansas, they won that 7-4, putting them here. Now, also, this is what Ole Miss does. They hit home runs. Mm-hmm. We saw a home run win the game for Oklahoma just now. It flew over the 220 sign in center field and up into the stands. They've hit 67 home runs. That is a record by 18 home runs for Ole Miss. The previous mark was 2 years ago where they hit 49. So this team, power numbers. We've seen Texas Tech, if they get Maya Davis on, she might just steal every base.
Yeah.
She can go really, really fast, NASCAR type. But this Ole Miss team likes to hit it deep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I've watched a couple of their games, and I know that if you just leave it hanging, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to capitalize anything. So definitely don't want to leave anything unearned for them, because they will take advantage of that opportunity.
They're ranked 17th. They went 42-19 leading up to today. Texas Tech, 50-12, 20-4 in the conference. Ranked 10th under Jerry Glasgow, who's in his first year as the head coach. 350-100 is his overall record. He's his 8th year as a head coach. Of course, he was a Raging Cajun down in Louisiana and Lafayette, and has brought this, new era to Texas Tech softball as they went through again and won the Big 12 tournament, and the regional and the super regional. So I went through what Ole Miss did. Here's what Texas Tech did during that time. Of course, they hosted their first ever regional, and they were able to beat Brown, beat Mississippi State 9-6 to sweep through the Lubbock Regional. Then they had to go to Tallahassee and take on number 5 Florida State. So Ole Miss beat number 4, Texas Tech beat number 5, Florida State 3-0, 2-1. Here they are. Najee Kennedy gets all of the love. She's the National Pitcher of the Year, All-American. I mean, she's going to have her own room at her house wherever she lands. And I'm not talking about a closet. I'm not talking about a little side room. She's going to have a full-size room for all of the accolades that she has. But this team is so much more. They seem to be extremely tight. They have freshmen starting on the left side of the infield. Mm-hmm. It's really an amazing kind of conglomerate that he's put together. And it's worked. right?
It has. I mean, if you look at the left side of the field, at third base, you have Bailey Lindemuth, who is absolutely incredible. I don't know how she plays third base without a visor or sunglasses, but hey, whatever works. And then you have Haley Toney playing shortstop. I think Haley Toney has been absolutely incredible. It's been fun to watch her play. She has speed. She can drop back and catch a pop-up. She can play the hop. Those two on the left side are just chef's kiss. And then you have
I like it.
You have Demi Elder behind them, who has been, I think, the foundation of this team. She's a senior. She's been here all 4 years. And I think what she's done has been absolutely incredible, especially since she's gotten back into the order. But yeah, I mean, they just have a really, really good infield, outfield lineup, everything, to back up Nyjah, who has done an incredible job in the circle.
I like that you brought up Demi, because you talked about her being kind of a rock there, all Big 12 second team. This is her 152nd game, and that is, again, what you're talking about, experience. She's going to start 115 after tonight. One thing I want to bring up about Nyjah is she has obviously been tremendous in the circle her whole life. The junior out of Topeka, Kansas, started off with a .57 ERA. Then it went to .73. Then it's .89 here at Texas Tech. So, again, can't get much better. She's 30-5 this season. We know about the pitching. But what do you think she's done with the hitting? Because in 2023, she hit 111. In 2024, she hit 154. This year, she's hitting 312.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think has gotten her improved there so much?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I went to the cages one day. I had to meet with Jerry, and she was just in there in the cage by herself, hitting. So she is going to work, and I think that's obviously shown this year. She can do it all. I still laugh at her home run that just dropped in the trash can during the regional against Mississippi State. But she just works really hard, and I think Jerry is a perfect example, because when we were hiring Jerry, he was known as a big offensive guy, and I think he's definitely brought that here. And it's just awesome to see that, especially when you read Nyjah's stats from before and seeing what she has basically brought here while working with Jerry. So I think that just speaks to the trust and the knowledge that Jerry has, as well as just the athlete that Nyjah is.
You're listening to the expertise of Nikki Onikos. She will be with us through all of these broadcasts, and we hope to go a long, long way. So what's going to happen here is, again, we're in a delay. But we're going to continue our pregame show right up until the top of the hour, and then we'll see what's happening. I do expect this to move along. I just don't know when. So hopefully fast and sooner than later, so we can get the Red Raiders and Rebels on the field. But we're going to hear from Jerry Glasgow coming up one-on-one. I had a chance to catch up with the head coach earlier on today, and then we will get to what happened earlier today, what's going to happen later on today, and just look at the brackets, and then we'll see from there. So this is coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm James Arnold with First Bank and Trust, a division of UMB Bank. For almost 30 years, our bank has been a part of this community and the organizations that make our city great. We're firmly committed to supporting organizations in our city that bring an exceptional quality of life to all of us. Organizations like Texas Tech University, Lubbock Christian University, and our local schools all enrich our lives to make West Texas the best Texas. Learn more about us at firstbanktexas.com. That's firstbanktexas.com.
Member FDIC.
As Texas Tech fans, we aren't looking for the Red Raiders to win some of the time. We want them to win every time. It's that same commitment to excellence and winning attitude that has made Andrus Brothers Roofing the #1 choice in West Texas for over 40 years. When the high winds and hail damage your roof, there's only one company to call, Andrus Brothers Roofing. Don't settle for anything but the best. Stick with the brand that stands behind the work of their expert roofers. Andrus Brothers Roofing. We nail it every time.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
At Hub City Body Shop, we stand on 3 principles: family, community, and quality service. We are proud corporate partners of Texas Tech Athletics, living and working in the same city we call home. With a certified and experienced staff, we provide upfront pricing and promise to treat your vehicle with the utmost care, offering everything from collision and hail repair to automotive painting. Hub City Body can get you back on the road safely, affordably, and efficiently. We work with your insurance company to get your car fixed quickly with the job done fairly and correctly. When you need to make it pretty, call Hub City. Wreck 'em.
Get ready to connect, play, work, and cheer on the Red Raiders in the heart of Lubbock. The Texas Tech Club is your destination for VIP experiences and first-class service with a stadium view. We offer exceptional dining, stylish workspaces, year-round social events, and a diverse membership of executives, creatives, foodies, families, and of course, fans. Interested in learning more about life at the Texas Tech Club? Reach out to our membership team today or check us out at texastechclub.com. The Texas Tech Club, where champions gather.
We're back here on the United Supermarkets warm-up show, getting ready for history here at the Women's College World Series. And joining us is the head coach of Red Raider softball, Jerry Glasgow. Jerry, thanks for letting us jump on board here. It's been a joy to watch your team play and everything that they've been able to accomplish, just shattering records left and right. But I want to go back. How long did you let yourself kind of revel in what you'd done winning the Super Regional before you started to turn your focus towards Oklahoma City?
The day of the Super Regional, I just wanted to be sure that night that we relaxed and enjoyed it as a staff, and then the next morning when you wake up, you got to go get going and get on the next day. So that one evening, the trip home basically, and then you get home. That was fun, and once we got back to the office, then we turned our attention to the World Series. But this whole time, the whole key right now, I think, is just let the kids enjoy the moment. I want the team I want to be sure that we let the players enjoy this whole experience. We coach them a lot different now than we did in the regular season. In the regular season, you're pushing them hard. You're wanting to build mental toughness. You're wanting to build, a lot of things in fundamentals and structure and discipline, and you're really on the kids, especially in the early parts of the season. But this time of season, it's more about giving them confidence, letting them relax, letting them know that you believe in them, letting them know you trust them, and let them really enjoy this whole experience, especially at the World Series. And we don't want to look back and say, we didn't enjoy it as much as we should have. We want to enjoy it as much as we possibly can.
Yeah. When you were talking yesterday at the press conference, you mentioned that mental toughness aspect. When you're trying to foster that, when you're trying to get that out of your team, when you're trying to improve that, how do you go about that?
Yeah, I think you got to be honest, point blank. And it's kind of a tough message to deliver sometimes, and it's not a message that a coach enjoys delivering. It's not a message that players enjoy hearing. But I just tell them, we have to dive. We have to slide hard. We have to stop ground balls from going through the 3-4 hole and through the 5-6 hole. And if a ball hits a wall, we better be hitting the wall right beside of it. And we're gonna make plays that you have to make to be in the World Series. And that was one of our hardest things in the fall, was getting the kids to understand that you have to hit the wall. You have to hit the wall, and the wall's padded for a reason, so kids can run into it. And they have to dive for fly balls in the outfield. I want every ball to be contested. I want every ball to be dove for. And, Maya Davis was great to have her with me to lead that. And I explained to everybody else, it's not fair for Maya to be diving if you're not diving. It's not fair for her to hit the wall if you're not hitting the wall. And those are the things that we really have. Bunts. If we have a squeeze bunt, you have to get the bunt down. You can't just, it's a bad pitch, I couldn't get it. No, no matter what, you get it down, and sacrifice bunts and moving runners with ground balls, all those things that come into that category of where you have to be mentally tough as a player to be able to execute, and just point blank demanding it as a coach. And if it doesn't happen, you're not going to be playing. And so that's the hard part of coaching.
Talking to Coach Glasgow, getting ready for first round of the Women's College World Series here in Oklahoma City. Now, you also talked about individuality. Okay, so that was awesome. You're talking about the details and the things that you got to do in between the ears. But when you're trying to get the team aspect together, is there anything different that you would say, trying to take it from the individual to the team?
Well, like the key for a player to play great under pressure is not to be focusing on herself. You don't want them to be, you don't want them myopic. You want them to be the opposite. You want them to be concerned about everybody else around them. How can I make, if you're the center fielder, how can I make the left fielder and the right fielder more comfortable? How can I make the left fielder and the right fielder play better? If you're the leadoff hitter, how can I make the 2, 3, and 4 hitters better hitters? What can I say to them in the dugout that'll make them go to the plate and relax and be a better hitter today? And constantly focus on how to make the other 8 players around you in the lineup better. If you're on the bench, what can I say that will affect the starters and will make them play better today? Because they're the ones going to win or lose the game ultimately. And so once we learned that, and that was a big part of this team, it's like learning that concept of it's not about me, it's about us, and it's about we. And if you can learn it, it doesn't matter if I have a bad day. If I make everybody else in the lineup a better player today, then I'm still going to win, or I'm going to win most of the time. And we spent a lot of time on that, and the team bought in, and that really helped. And Nige already understood that concept. All you have to do is listen to one of Nige's interviews, and you understand she understands the value of her teammates and how important it is to build her teammates and make them feel good. Even though she's such a great player, she knows she has to have her teammates feeling good. And so when your leaders already have that and they buy in, it's pretty easy.
One more, taking on Ole Miss. They've had an interesting route, just like you have. They're here for the first time, just like you are. Tell me about the Rebels. What would you say on-field strengths for them are?
The coaching staff is really good. Coach Traxel just added Aaron Earlywine, who was a head coach at Missouri and Georgia Tech. One of the greatest head coaches in our sport, in my opinion. Just a tremendous head coach. As she added him in the fall, and he totally has changed that offensive output of that team and the offensive production. He changed the fight in that team, and Ole Miss is playing like a Missouri team that Earlywine coached, or like a Georgia Tech team that Earlywine coached. He really has put his personality into that ball club, and they're fighters. And she also added my mind's blank, Nancy Evans, pitching coach from Arizona, won many national championships as a pitching coach and many national championships as a player. Nancy came from, one of the 2 most successful programs in college softball in the 90s and the early 2000s, and she's put that culture of championship play over there. So I think that the coaching staff is the strength of that team right now, and they've got a bunch of players that are talented and good, or they wouldn't be in the SEC, but they've made them reach their potential, and they're just playing really loose and free, and they're really confident right now. They're a highly confident ball club. So it's going to be the momentum of the game is going to be the critical thing, like who can get the momentum in the first 3 innings. And that's what you can, as you're watching this game at home, is like which ball club gets the momentum and shuts down the other team in the first 3 innings, and I think the game will be decided early.
All right, Coach Glasgow, you talked about the wall earlier. You got me ready to run through it, all right?
Yeah.
You do that, what you said, enjoy it, and we'll be talking to you soon. Good luck today against Ole Miss.
Yeah, it's just a thrill to be here, and kids are pumped. We're ready. I know they're going to go out, and they're going to give extraordinary effort tonight, and I believe we're going to see them learn more about themselves, just as they did in the regional and the super regional. And that's the coach's dream, that the kids will learn that they're maybe even better than what they realized up to this point.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's Jerry Glasgow. We got more coming up right around the corner on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
At Covenant Health, you'll find the largest and most trusted integrated team of heart specialists between Dallas and Phoenix. Our unified approach brings together the finest minds in cardiology, ensuring that no matter the heart or vascular challenge, you have the most capable hands in the industry.
Our team working together means your heart care is always coordinated and focused on your well-being.
Because when it's your heart, every moment matters.
When you think game day, think local first. Quarter 4 has been your local choice for over 75 years. From uniforms and footwear to equipment, we're proud to support the athletes in our area. And as corporate sponsors at Texas Tech Athletics, we continue to bring you the latest in Red Raider apparel with brands like Sideline Provisions, Adidas, Travis Matthew, and more. Shop us today at quarter4.net. Quarter 4, new name, same folks.
This is head coach Grant McCaslin. In this new era of college athletics, your support is critical for the future of our programs. The Matador Club has been a game changer for Texas Tech basketball in roster retention and recruitment. And because of you, we're bringing in the best talent in the country to wear the red and black. You've always had our back. And now through the Matador Club, your donations can directly impact our success. By donating to the Matador Club, Texas Tech wins, Lubbock wins, and you win. Go to matadorclub.org today and join us.
I'm James Arnold with First Bank and Trust, a division of UMB Bank. Our bank has been a part of this community for almost 30 years, offering banking services for both personal and business needs. From Texas Tech University to LCU, our bank has been a supporter of the arts, education, and athletics throughout West Texas. For services provided by First Bank and Trust, visit our website at firstbanktexas.com or visit one of our banking centers across the South Plains. That's firstbanktexas.com to learn more.
Member FDIC.
Back here at Devon Park, where we're currently in a weather delay. On the screen in left center field, it says lightning in the area. Please seek shelter on a safe location on the main concourse. They have a way for you to get weather updates here. If you want to bring your phone in, you can text 69622. I'll just relay that to you. WCW S25 to 69622 for weather updates. Of course, we're giving you updates because we're on the radio. Texas beat Florida earlier 3-0 to start off the day. That was an 11 a.m. first pitch. And then Oklahoma down 3-1, headed to the bottom of the 7th, showed off the Sooner magic at a high level as the crowd roared for a good 10 to 15 minutes after the ball went soaring over the 220 sign in center field. With 2 outs, mind you, Tennessee sent home heads down as they were there to advance to the winner's bracket. So Oklahoma and Texas will play each other tomorrow, and Florida and Tennessee will play in the first elimination game. Texas Tech and Ole Miss will play tonight. It'll be both the teams' first games at the Women's College World Series. We'll have a timeout, come back and bring you more after this on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Before I took the field, before all the trophies, before the video game, before the no-look pass, before the success, before it all, McGavick Nissan treated me like an MVP. Patrick Mahomes here from McGavick Nissan, reminding you to enjoy the ride.
Fire up the grill and celebrate summer with Market Street. From fresh produce and premium meats to seafood that's patio perfect, we have everything you need for the ultimate cookout, all in one easy stop. Stock up on drinks for grilling and chilling and everything in between. And don't miss hot deals for these hot summer nights. Plus, make shopping even easier. Order groceries online and enjoy $30 off your first $75 order with code SAVE30. Make summertime extraordinary at Market Street.
When you want the brand in West Texas roofing, there's only one company to call, Andrus Brothers Roofing. Like our Red Raiders, Andrus Brothers knows that to win, you have to be better than your competition and you have to dominate in all phases. With over 40 years experience, Andrus Brothers has mastered these concepts. So when the high winds and debris damage your roof, there's only one company to call, Andrus Brothers Roofing. Accept no substitutes. Stick with the starters on the ABR winning team. Andrus Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time.
Get ready to connect, play, work, and cheer on the Red Raiders in the heart of Lubbock. The Texas Tech Club is your destination for VIP experiences and first-class service with a stadium view. We offer exceptional dining, stylish workspaces, year-round social events, and a diverse membership of executives, creatives, foodies, families, and of course, fans. Interested in learning more about life at the Texas Tech Club? Reach out to our membership team today or check us out at texastechclub.com. The Texas Tech Club, where champions gather.
Well, in this area of the country, they're going nuts for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder flags, banners, bumper stickers are all over the place as they won the Western Conference Finals last night against Minnesota. But don't forget about the Women's College World Series, and you know they won't. The ratings have been through the roof. The sport gets more popular by the day, and moments like what we had just a few minutes, hour ago, just keep that needle moving. And the needle has moved in West Texas, where the Red Raiders find themselves in terrific position to do some damage, quite frankly. We'll just have to wait. That's the unfortunate part. As we're in a delay, the rain is currently stopped, but the gates are not open. Before we tell you what's coming up next, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Red Raiders Softball. All right, keep up with what's happening on the X machine, Twitter, at Texas Tech SB. I'll also tweet from my account, at Jeff Haxton, GeoffHaxton. And we'll let you know what's coming on. It's just sprinkling right now, but the lightning and the thunder has stopped for the moment. So we're just in that kind of weird holding pattern of we don't know exactly what's coming up next. But what we're going to do here, affiliates, is we're going to let you take break 4. It's about perfect time to get you to the top of the hour. We're going to let you take break 4, and then after that, we'll send it back to your control. 6 o'clock, you can have it back. Then we're going to come back about 5 minutes before first pitch. We'll hit break 5 when that starts, and we'll let you know when we come back. And then we'll give you the starting lineups and the first pitch. Hopefully that will happen fairly soon. Just depends on what Mother Nature decides to do. We are bringing you coverage of the Women's College World Series at Devon Park here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And hopefully more coming up with the Red Raiders poised to do great. More coming up, but right now, back to break number 4.
The Texas Tech Alumni Association helped make me a Red Raider. My name is Emma Reeves, a current student from Clear Lake, Texas. My parents are members of the Clear Lake Alumni Chapter, where I received a scholarship to attend Tech. Without the support of the TTAA, I would not have been able to make my Red Raider dream a reality. Membership matters. If you want to support the education of students like me, consider joining today at texastechalumni.org/join. Belong today. You're one of us.
The true strength of West Texas is in its people, where oil fields meet the heart of our community. Texas Tech Athletics is proud to partner with the oil and gas industry. From classrooms to stadiums, we're ensuring our community thrives. Texas Tech Athletics Energy Alliance is powered by Agra Impressa Companies, Double Eagle, Texoga Workers' Comp Safety Group, Halliburton, Newburn Oil Company, and Pro Petro. Together, we're creating pathways to success that drive our region forward.
It can be hard to know where to go with aches, sprains, and stuffy noses. UMC's new 24/7 urgent care at Health and Wellness Hospital is here to help. UMC's 24/7 urgent care clinic allows patients of all ages to receive care with shorter wait times and EC-trained providers so that the help you need is always here. UMC 24/7 urgent care, now open behind Health and Wellness Hospital at 110th and Slide, or visit umchealthsystem.com for more information.
Red Raider Nation, this is head coach Joey McGuire. As we enter the new era of college athletics, we need your support now more than ever. The Matador Club has been a game changer for Texas Tech football in roster retention and recruitment. And because of you, we're bringing in the best talent in the country. You've always had our back, and now through the Matador Club, your donations can directly impact our success. With the Matador Club, Texas Tech wins, Lubbock wins, and you win. Go to matadorclub.org today and join us. Let's go.
And you can't help but be excited for him to have this opportunity, right?
Yeah, he is such a great coach, and really his philosophy. I loved listening to Nyjah Kennedy talk about that whole experience and process for choosing Texas Tech. And she said the biggest reason she went there is because he talked about how he could make her a better hitter. And that's everybody knows she was already a top pitcher, but to be able to play both sides, and he really has done a phenomenal job, not with just Nyjah. We talk about her a lot, but honestly on building a great program here at Texas Tech.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job, as has Jamie Traxel. A lot of personality on this team. They're the underdogs, but, you know, Leah, in our exclusive conversations that we had with them, with the Westwood One crew yesterday, I don't know if I've seen a more relaxed group than this Rebel team coming in, because kind of in their minds, they've got nothing to lose.
Well, I think sometimes those are the most dangerous teams, right? The ones that are playing free and loose and having fun, and they are just on fire lately. Their bats are what has been making the difference, and for them to go in on the road to take down Arizona in regionals and then to go take down Arkansas at home, the number 4 seed in the country, and they just are all belief. And I tell you, they're just continuing to build on that momentum that they have. Obviously, they know they have their hands full with Kennedy, but like you said, they were feeling good. They are loose. They are ready.
And it's kind of wild because there is nothing in the numbers that would tell you that Ole Miss should be here right now. They were under 500 in conference play this season. Their strikeout-to-walk ratio is not necessarily solid, but again, it's not always about the stats and the numbers. They found a way. Aaliyah Binford, the Baylor transfer, has stepped up in a big way. They're just fun.
Yeah, and I think it's just about timing and being able to get the timely hits when you need it the most. They've had some big home run production in the postseason, and you look at their numbers, and they've scored 38 runs in the postseason, 41 runs, and they've given up 40. So it's these lopsided games. They might go down a lot, but then they come back and they find a way to put a bunch of runs up, and that's how they were able to beat Arkansas in 3.
The good news here in Oklahoma City right now, the grounds crew has started to do some work around the top. They got tarp, I should say. They got squeegees out in the it's AstroTurf dirt, the brown AstroTurf that's in front of the camera wells and the visiting dugout. They've started to kind of push some of the water around, but there is no movement yet on taking the tarp off the field. The good news is, for now, the rain has stopped. The problem is there's been a couple of storms that have popped up around it. So it'll be a moment. We still don't have a start time for this third game of the day, the first game of the evening session between Ole Miss and Texas Tech. But once they take the tarp off the field, it'll be an hour before first pitch. So we're going to be here for a little bit, at the very least, before the start of this game this evening between the Rebs and the Red Raiders. But Leah, Miko, what a start to the day. You had dramatics in Oklahoma, Tennessee. More on that in a bit. But first, a Texas team that probably should have lost to Clemson. Clemson had their opportunities late in Game 2, and yet they still find a way. Maybe the most experienced team here in Oklahoma City. And I don't know if I've seen Tegan Cavan look better than she did in shutting down a very high-potent Florida offense today, 3-zip to advance in the winners bracket.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was what we were waiting to see, because they didn't have a good start and didn't really look good at all in that first game against Clemson, a very strong Clemson team that, like you said, took them to the wire. They were able to come back and find a way and fight, and sometimes that just gives teams new life. And like you mentioned, it always starts in the circle, right? And Tegan Cavan was here last year as a freshman, and today, I feel like she absolutely was at her best, and we'll see if she can continue that in the winners bracket. Obviously going to face Oklahoma now with that first win, but it was her team getting some good timely home runs, 3 home runs. That was a difference maker, right? But she really shut down the Florida Bats.
I was listening to you and Ryan Radke call the game, and it's you talked about seniors in this moment, right, to where they know the end is near, but yet you get to have it end here. And I thought in what Jolie Mitchell did today with her 2 home runs, it really showed you in the Notre Dame transfer and she's her second year here, so probably a little unfair to say Notre Dame transfer when you've been there 2 years. But to see her have a day like that and to see the team respond the way that they did, that's got to be pretty encouraging and confidence building going forward for Texas.
Well, I found it interesting because she was pretty emotional talking about this being it for her, but yet she came out in the biggest moments and she is on fire right now. Also had a really nice snag on a ball that hopped to her at first base, and so just playing both sides of the field so well. So, I think you like what you see if you're Coach Mike White. I mean, really puts them in that next game in the winner's bracket. They get a day off tomorrow.
Again, we want to alert all of our broadcast partners down the line that we will be sending you back to local programming in just a couple minutes here. We're in this weather delay, and we haven't started taking the tarp off the field yet. We'll rejoin you in a little bit when the weather has subsided and we're ready to play again. We still do not have a start time for the evening session. Carlin Pickens was the SEC Pitcher of the Year for 6 1/3 innings today. And then Cassidy Pickering gets a 2-out hit, and Ella Parker walks it off, the All-American in dramatic fashion. Oklahoma just keeps finding a way. They beat them 4-3 on a walk-off from Ella Parker, and one of the more dramatic moments I think we've had here on the first day of the Women's College World Series.
Well, I think a lot of people think, will this be the year that Oklahoma is not on top? And for me, I just think even though there's so many new faces and you only have 3 starters that were starting on last year's national championship team, I still think Oklahoma, they know how to win. They know what it takes. They do it in the biggest moments they have for probably the last decade, honestly. And so there's just something to be able to come into a program with that type of legacy and then produce it like Ella Parker, one of the top hitters in the entire country. Like you said, Pickens throwing a phenomenal game, only had given up the 1 home run earlier in the day to Ella Parker, but when you face her with 2 runners on base, I mean, she walked it off and honestly showed why she is one of the best.
Yeah, and now think about tomorrow night in the losers bracket. You have Florida and Tennessee, 2 teams that have been in the top 10, if not the top 5, at parts of this season. And, Leah, one of those teams is going home tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, you've got OU and Texas, so you got the Red River rivalry in the winner's bracket, but that losers bracket game is just someone's going to have Heartbreak City after an incredible year.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think that's what everybody saw when they saw the top half of this bracket just so packed with the 4 SEC teams, and just thinking, okay, this is crazy, these matchups, and also the importance of winning that first game. I mean, that is absolutely huge to stay in the winner's bracket. Most of these teams really do have one ace. They all have a staff, but they all have been really using one ace to start their games and keep them winning.
The grounds crew is moving about, so maybe there's some good news. We'll send it back to our affiliates, and hopefully we'll have a start time here shortly for Ole Miss and Texas Tech as the 3rd game of the day is coming up on Westwood One. All right. I don't think I truly said back to you guys.
following is a presentation of Westwood One Sports.
If it's the Women's College World Series, it's on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
The 1-2 coming to Stewart. Swinging a ground ball into third. Brito backhands, throws to first. In time! It's over! The four-peat is complete! Oklahoma beats Texas 8-4. They sweep the series. And the Oklahoma Sooners are the first team ever to win 4 straight softball national championships.
Now, let's head to Oklahoma City and join Chris Plank and Leah Amico.
The 12th-seeded Texas Tech Red Raiders face off against the underdog Ole Miss Rebels. A big one tonight. And the broadcast, the Women's College World Series on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, is presented by Marriott. Take your game day rituals on the road with Marriott Bonvoy. Over 30 hotel brands for every kind of fan. Explore more at MarriottBonvoy.com/NCAA. Hi again, everybody. Along with the Hall of Famer, Leah Amico, I'm Chris Plank, and we welcome you to our exclusive coverage of the 2025 Women's College World Series on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. A little bit later, Leah, because of a 1-hour, 9-minute rain delay where we solved all the world's problems up in the booth. I mean, we solved them all. But this has got to be a little bit of a challenge for these teams now. They're raring to go. They get here, and then they got to sit around and wait a little bit.
Yeah, I think that as a softball player, you face a lot of adversity throughout the game. I think a rain delay, that's okay. Like, they're ready, they're here, they're excited, and I expect them to come out with their best.
Nyjah Kennedy is back, but this time she is wearing a different red. It's the red and black of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The crazy thing is, it's the same Nyjah, and she might be even better.
Yeah, I think she just continues to grow as an athlete. She is a student of the game. She not only has perfected her rise ball at different levels, she has a drop ball. And this year, I feel like the changeup, that's even extra, as well as she's hitting a lot more this year for Texas Tech. And so for me, like, we just continue to see the growth and why she's one of the best to ever play the game.
Yeah, she was named the 2024 USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year, but the bottom line is she has brought this group of newcomers, of transfers. You don't want to get too carried away and say that she's put them on her back, but you kind of feel like she has, especially with the way she threw in the Super Regionals.
Well, there's just different players. Maya Davis is one that we're going to be looking at for Texas Tech, but they all talked about how she raises the standard for them. She competes with such passion and fire, such a high standard that all of them have elevated their game, and they've come alongside just great with her.
The underdogs are always sometimes the most dangerous, and that's what we have with the Ole Miss Rebels.
Yeah, I agree. I think for them, they're a team that is coming out with nothing to lose and everything to gain. They are playing loose. They're having fun. Obviously, Nyjah is going to be a challenge for them, but I tell you what, if they can find a way to get a hold of their bats and get them moving off of Nyjah, they're going to be a team to watch.
It's Ole Miss and Texas Tech. Let's check the starting lineups, sponsored by Wrangler. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler, for the ride of your life. Well, Tech's the home team, so let's bring you the starting lineups for Ole Miss first. Jaden Pone leads off. That go-ahead sac fly led to that super regional win against Arkansas for the leadoff left fielder, Jaden Pone. Lair Boutte, the DP, will bat second. Leah Binford, the starting pitcher, will bat third, with Percy Yamas in the cleanup spot. She had 4 RBI in that win over Arizona in the regionals. Lexi Brady, their standout catcher, in the 5th spot, with Mackenzie Pickens and her 7 postseason hits, batting 6th and playing second base. In the 7th spot is the very talented baseball now transition third baseman, Ashton Lansdale. And Angelina De Leon will bat 8th and play short, with Taylor Maven batting 9th in right field. Addison Duke, their center fielder, is in the flex. And as we mentioned, there'll be a Leah Binford in the circle. Starting lineup for the Texas Tech Red Raiders as Nyjah Kennedy goes through her pregame tosses. Leading off in center field is Maya Davis. Haley Toney will bat second and play short. Alexis Langoliers will hit third and play second base, with Lauren Allred at first base batting fourth. Alana Johnson will bat 5th in right field. There's Kennedy. She loves being able to hit for Jerry Glasgow. She'll bat 6th, and be in the circle. Demi Alder will bat 7th and play left field, with Victoria Valdez in the 8th spot behind the plate. And Bailey Lindemuth will bat 9th and play third base. Now, the one thing we know is that Nyjah Kennedy is special, but for Leah Binford in this Ole Miss offense, how much of a challenge and how, of a struggle could they have against Kennedy here today?
Nyjah's an amazing player. I've been watching her. We're good friends. But I think we put in an immense amount of work, and we're ready to step on the field. We're just going to stick to our plans, and if we need to shift our plan, then we shift our plan. But I think this team is ready, and to prove that we also belong on the field just like everybody else does. And, I mean, we've shown that all season. So it's just another game.
They're confident. They're loose. It's time. It's time for tonight's first pitch, sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small business with affordable coverage. Get a quote today at progressivecommercial.com. First pitch, swing and a miss. On the left side of the plate for Jaden Pone, and we are underway finally in the evening session. Rain just seems to find a way for our broadcast crew. Here's the 0-1. Missed, but not by much. There has been a great debate in the sport this season about the strike zone and the dwindling nature of it. Seems that throughout the season you've seen that zone get tighter and tighter. 1-1. That's in for a strike. 1-2.
Yeah, you really have, and I think as you get to the later seasons with these better pitchers, as a hitter, it's just important knowing that, to stay calm, stay patient, make sure you're getting your pitch to attack.
1-2 to the left-handed hitting Pone is just off. These aren't missing by much.
No, they're really not. I mean, they're close. You feel like it could go either way, but Pone to start off, I think this is telling the hitters, hey, guys, if they're not going to call that outside pitch, we should wait on that.
The 2-2, a little bit out. That one missed. You're a home plate umpire, Chelsea Clark, saying that one was way out. Pone's the table setter, a .363 average. Good speed, perfect in her stolen base opportunities this year, 17 for 17. She had a good cut fouling that back. Kennedy a little shake of the head on that. 73 miles an hour on the gun.
Well, that's crazy. Normally you look at 73 and you're just thinking, gosh, that's crazy, right? That's so fast, and it really is. But we just watched Carlin Pickens throwing 70, 76, 75 last game, and it puts it in perspective.
3-2 pitch. Got her swinging. What a start for Kennedy. Oh, the Kennedy stomp already. One away.
Well, I think she comes to know that everybody expected, and I just expect to see a lot of fire. We talked about her leadership. She goes to that rise ball for the strikeout, but ultimately, like, her team, you said that early, like, they follow her, her passion, they follow her fire, and I think it pumps them up as well.
Here's the left-handed hitting Lair Boutte, who has been here before. First pitch misses, a little bit low, ball one. This is a very unique Ole Miss roster. Ton of newcomers, including Boutte. Left-handed hitting DP. 348 average. Righty-lefty matchup. Misses outside, 2-0.
What's this outside curveball, which is more of a backdoor curve that would look outside and then come break across the plate, but that pitch not really moving in across the plate for the strike for Nyjah Kennedy.
Third stop in the career of Boutte. Started at Tennessee, then was at Houston. Ball three, a little bit out. We should point out to Leah, this is a rarity. Nyjah Kennedy does not walk many hitters. 205 innings this year, just 41 walks, the 3-0. That's in for a strike, 3-1. She always seems in such control in the circle. She stares in the 3-1. Quickly she's worked the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When I find it so interesting, those first 3 balls were pitches that were just outside, missing that outside corner, and now for those strikes she's coming back on the inside corner of the plate.
Full count pitch again. Fouled off. Good cut.
You know, that's a hard pitch to hit as a lefty against a right-handed pitcher who has a really good break and throws as hard as Nyjah Kennedy does. So for her, I think just being able to locate that and making sure she doesn't leave it too far over the plate.
Full count. The pitch. Got her swinging. 2 up, 2 down, both by way of the K. That'll bring Aaliyah Binford to the plate. You heard Aaliyah moments ago talking about we'll have a plan. If we have to shift the plan, we will. You're not panicking yet through 2 batters, but pretty good start for Kennedy.
Yeah, good start for Kennedy, but I like the looks in these Rebels that starting out not swinging that stuff out of the zone.
There's a first pitch strike. Immediately, one of the Tech coaches pops out of the dugout. They want to change the positioning of Demi Elder in left field. The 0-1, that was the off speed that buckled the knees of Binford. Missed low and in. They protested the swing. She did not go.
Yeah, that changeup has really been a great addition to Nyjah Kennedy and what she's already been able to do so well the last 2 years.
Here's the 1-1.
Valdez, who's holding on to everything that gets fouled.
I definitely think there's a lot more Red Raiders here in the stands.
Yeah, they're always more vocal. Pitch. Just a foul ball back and right. Just got a piece. It ricochets off the netting. There's not much room behind home plate, not much foul territory. It's all natural. They got on the lines. Pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mid. Strike three, and all three of them. See you later.
Absolute beautiful inning. 3 up, 3 down. We'll love to see that.
Texas Tech beginning its first ever trip to the Women's College World Series in style as fives are given. And they'll be coming to the plate. We'll give you the batting order for the Red Raiders when we come back. You're listening to coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Out in the field, power is great, but power and the reliability to back it up is even better. 2025 Magnum tractors from Case IH offer both. On top of the proven strength and durability of a Magnum Series tractor, you'll get the added reliability of 5-year, 5,000-hour, no-cost powertrain coverage. That's unmatched peace of mind and premium protection in one package. Visit your local Wiley Implement about a new Magnum Series tractor today.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
No matter your favorite game day traditions, it all starts with a cup of coffee to get you ready to cheer on a Red Raiders win. Community Coffee is proud to be the official coffee of Texas Tech Athletics, serving Red Raider Nation with rich and smooth blends crafted right here in the USA. We've supported and celebrated thriving communities like the Texas Tech family for over 100 years, and we believe there's no better day than game day for bringing people together. Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
Red Raiders coming to the plate for the first time ever in the Women's College World Series. They'll send up Maya Davis, Haley Toney, Alexa Langoliers, Lauren Allred, Atlanta Johnson, Nyjah Kennedy will bat 6th, Demi Elder 7th, Victoria Valdez 8th, Bailey Lindemuth 9. They'll be facing off with Aaliyah Binford, who just was retired. Now, Binford needs 12 strikeouts to hit 500 in her career. A lot of veterans for Ole Miss, and a nice mix for the Red Raiders. Is this just good to get this thing started? And it is amazing how fast this place is filled in. You thought after a thunderstorm, the temperature of the fans might be down a little bit, but look at the hundreds still walking into the outfield bleachers. This place used to not be like this. It used to just kind of be here. And credit to everybody in softball because they've made it a crown jewel, Nikki.
Absolutely. It's just really grown over time, and it's just so inspiring for all the young girls who are watching too, because one day they can play on the stage as well, and it's going to continue to grow and get more popular, and I just can't wait to see what it looks like in the next couple of years.
It's amazing how much experience Jerry Glasgow has here. He coached here in 2017. Two of his daughters have played here.
Yep.
And so he's been here in and out. Now he's in the limelight as this is grounded to second and a quick out for Maya Davis. She hits it to Pickens, who picks it up and slings it over to the first baseman, Yamas. 1 down on 1 pitch, and Haley Toney will come to the plate.
Yeah, Binford, she really works the zone. I don't think she's a strikeout pitcher. I think she tries to work getting them to hit ground balls, so they're going to really have to be patient and find the ball that's in their wheelhouse.
Haley Toney with a wide open stance from the left side lets that off-speed pitch go in for a strike. Tony, the only freshman from a Power 4 school to start every game at shortstop this year. What a pickup she was. My goodness.
She is fun to watch, I'll tell you that much.
Hitting .322 on the year. The pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 0-0 in the bottom of the first inning here at the Women's College World Series. The wind and the pitch. Missed outside. 2-1. Red Raiders chanting. Rebel fires and serves one up. Foul left side. A young lady tried to make the play. You can tell she's a softball player, but she dropped it.
Haley Tony has been all over the lineup, and I think she's done a great job in any spot that she's been in, so it's been kind of fun to watch her.
2-1 pitch. Nowhere close. 3 balls and a strike. Tony 5'7" from Magnolia, Texas. In the all red uniforms, black helmets. Pitch. Grounded to second. Pickens will scoop. Quick throw. Got her by a step. Well, at least the Red Raiders have put it in play. Ole Miss went strikeout, strikeout, strikeout.
Eventually it'll get through.
Can only imagine the adrenaline pump for both of these teams. My goodness. First time on this stage.
Ooh.
Langoliers just took one right in the left shin. Alexa Langoliers, second team All Big 12, will gingerly jog down to first base, but that's good news because she's jogging under her own power. And that thing hit pretty square, Nikki.
That looked painful. It hurt me to watch that.
Yeah, you're only a few years removed from the game. I'm long gone from the game. I can imagine you probably felt that one more than I did.
Gosh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got hit a bunch, but it's been so long. That was actually her right shin. Got the back leg. Pitch. Outside to Lauren Allred, second team All Big 12 performer. 365 on the season. 333 in the postseason. I'm going to be giving you numbers. They're going to be just from the NCAA tournament. No score, runner at first, 2 outs. That's outside. From the pitcher, Benford. A little bit of sun cracking through the sky. It's off to our left. As Coach Glasgow goes through the signs over at first. Langoliers receives the information. 0-0 bottom of the first. The pitch. Hacked at and sit pretty well down the left field line, but foul, and that's a nice catch by a Red Raider fan. He didn't blink. You can see he's got the red Texas Tech shirt on with the black outline of the state of Texas and the double T in the middle. Two-1 to Allred. Same spot. Another catch. Oh, man, the Red Raider fans have come to play. That was a young lady with a glove that reached up and got a souvenir.
She was ready.
Nikki, I didn't tell you, but when I got up on the second floor, when OU was playing, foul ball missed me by about 3 feet.
Oh, gosh.
I was just like, where am I supposed to be going? Oh, look out.
Time. Head on a swivel.
I was like, well, do I pick it? No, I'll let somebody else pick it up. I got enough baseballs and softballs. Pitch. Off speed, and it dives low, 3-2 with a runner at first and Langoliers. Catcher's going to pop out Brady and give some instruction. Coach Glasgow calls time and gets in the left ear of Allred here. Allred seems to be a leader.
Oh, for sure. She's very disciplined at the plate. She has power. She can do it all. And I think she does a great job at first base.
Got some bend in those knees. The 3-2. Sent straight up in the air to left field. Should be an easy play for Pone, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. The Red Raiders get one on, no hits. They leave one stranded. This All Red is out number 3. We head to the top of the second here in Oklahoma City. The Red Raiders 0 and the Rebels 0. This is coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, honey, how'd you sleep last night?
Oh, terrible again. My CPAP mask is just so uncomfortable. It never fits right. I'm constantly waking up to adjust it.
My friend at work told me there's this new company, BritCare Home Medical, that specializes in all things CPAP. I think we should check them out sometime.
Sometime? I'm going to drive there right now.
Visit a BritCare location in Amarillo, Lubbock, or Waco today, or online at BritCareHomeMedical.com.
It's not a good idea to toy with electricity. Leave that to the professionals. Powering Lubbock for over 3 decades, D&K Hunt Electric has the knowledge and experience to safely install and repair all electrical components. Whether for commercial, industrial, or residential projects, our certified electricians are here to serve you for all of your electrical needs and at an affordable price. Call D&K Hunt Electric at 806-866-9911 to learn more today. D&K Hunt Electric, a proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
That's a great field for the 2025 Women's College World Series. Coming up later on tonight, you got Oregon and UCLA. Proud of the Liberty Flames, a small school that made a nice run to the Supers, beat Texas A&M, was the number 1 overall seed. Like to see those smaller schools have some fun as well. They didn't make it this far. It's hard, isn't it? I mean, that's just the bottom line. I mean, Tech and Ole Miss have never been here before. It is so hard to get to this spot, which makes it that much more special, Nikki.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you watched the Liberty game, but it was incredible. Liberty had the fight, and they wanted it more, and that's what happened. Unfortunately, their season ended with Oregon, but, you know, it was still great to watch that game, that regional, and even that super regional.
I think a lot of people see this and go, well, you got a 12 seed here, you got a 17 seed here. It's like, where are the big names? Just like, well, these teams beat those big names.
Exactly.
That's why they're not here.
Yep.
That's why the Aggies aren't here. They got bested, and they got bested at home. Percy Yamas will step into the left side of the batter's box. Jeff Haxton and Nico with you for the first round of this tournament. That's a line drive shot caught by the shortstop.
Nice
reaching up, Tony got it.
Great play. Tony was perfectly there, lined up. I don't know if they had a scouting report on her. She looks like she's in the normal shortstop spot, but it just happened to be right there to her. But it was a nice hit.
Yamas hits .355, so she went up there thinking fastball and got it as Kennedy hurls that one just a little inside, it looked like, to Lexi Brady. Brady, the hero of that win over Arkansas. She went 2 for 3 against the Razorbacks in the rubber match to get Ole Miss here with a 2-run home run. And she hits this one back our way, just a little bit down and to our right. Don't put it past Nikki. She'll make a play up here.
I should have brought my glove.
Played at Rutgers in 2016. My partner did. Again, she works for Texas Tech. Pitch. Off speed.
Nice pitch.
Right there. Yeah, imagine that. You're sitting there going, okay, here's 70. Nope. Here's
Off
53.
Speed. Yep.
Pitch. She's out in front and fouls it left side. Nyjah Kennedy so far, strikeout, 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 line out to short. One away in the top of the second here at Devon Park. We're surrounded by fans. Up high and to the right here, a perfect position for us. Pitch. A little extra oomph on that one at 72. It missed up, put in. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'm wondering if she's trying to see if they're going to chase it, see how disciplined they are in the box.
Yeah, try to climb the ladder.
Yeah.
17 dingers for Brady. And she slaps this one foul down the right field line.
That looked like it got in on her hands there.
Yeah, at 72 from that distance, it'd get in on everybody's hands, probably.
Yep.
.88 the ERA for Najee Kennedy. Did you see all the gear the Red Raiders got?
Yeah, I did. Me subtly hinting if you have any leftovers,
No
I would like
kidding.
some.
Oh, it doesn't fit. I'll take it.
I wear 6.5 in a shoe.
2-2. Good cut by Brady just to get a piece of that one. She fouled it straight back, and this is a good battle between Kennedy and Brady. Two of the best. Brady has 34 career home runs. That's 5th all time at Ole Miss.
I wouldn't be surprised if she goes for an off-speed now. Let's see.
2-2.
Nope.
More speed. Fouled it off the end of the bat. These two are squared off.
Yeah, they are.
Eye to eye. Aaron Earlywine is the third base coach for Ole Miss.
This is a relatively new staff for Ole Miss, I believe.
Yeah, pitch. A little soft roller up the middle. Shortstop picks it up, throws to first,
Nice.
and got it. Tony to Allred for out number 2.
That pitch more looked like an off-speed one, and, she waited on it a little bit there, but luckily it was right there to Tony. Soft ground ball.
Mackenzie Pickens. Boy, she's got the right side of the batter's box covered as she swings and misses. No score. Top of the second here at Devon Park. And what I mean by covering it, her right foot is in the middle of the box. Her left toe is on the chalk. Fouled back. She jumps out front 0-2. Is Najee Kennedy, the Big 12 pitcher of the year, and so many All-American awards. Got a towel dangling off her right hip. She grabs the rosin bag almost every pitch.
I wonder if that helps her, or is that just one of the, everyday motions that she goes through? Oh,
The 0-2 is caught by the first baseman, Allred, as she trots in and makes the catch about 10 feet in front of the bag. Yeah, that is interesting. Is it out of habit?
You just truly never know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their own routines, and for softball players, baseball players alike, superstition usually runs pretty deep.
That it does. I would always have chapstick in my back pocket.
Uh-oh. I know a guy right now who's shaking his head in agreement with you. That takes us to the bottom of the second. The Red Raiders, the home team, will come to the plate in a 0-0 ball game. This is coverage of the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Overton Hotel and Conference Center is the official hotel of Texas Tech Athletics and the Texas Tech Alumni Association, and is the perfect home away from home for all of your game day needs. Enjoy stylish accommodations, thoughtful amenities, and an unbeatable location near Texas Tech University, Jones AT&T Stadium, United Supermarkets Arena, and Rip Griffin Park. We invite all Red Raider fans to join us before and after every home game, where you can enjoy live music and your favorite game day food and drinks. When it comes to Texas Tech game days, we've got all the essentials and more. Wreck 'em Tech.
Calling all Red Raider fans, if you're not drinking freshly brewed iced tea at a Texas Tech game, then you need to head on over to HTO. With 3 locations to serve you here in Lubbock, HTO has the finest iced tea that is brewed fresh every hour. Come get one of our iconic 44-ounce teas that you'll find at select Texas Tech baseball home games. You can visit us at Rip Griffin Park, 67th in Milwaukee, 50th in Boston, and our new location on 98th and Slide. HTO, offering 25 flavors of the best freshly brewed iced tea here in West Texas.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Texas Tech University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
We are back here in Oklahoma City, sun cracking through after a line of thunderstorms moved through right at about game time for Texas Tech and Ole Miss. The winner of this one will get to put their feet up tomorrow. And Nikki, in these tournaments, this game, I mean, obviously every game is massive, but you get to put yourself in a position where you get an experience under your belt, and if you win it, you get to watch other teams fight for their lives and worry about your opponent coming up on Saturday.
Yep.
If you lose it, it's like, oh, we got to win or we're going home. I mean, this thing here today is huge.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel like it's very straightforward. You want to stay in the winner's bracket because that's just more rest for your team. You know, Nyjah with her arm. And then you just get the rest, come back Saturday prepared to play. But if you lose, you gotta grind out tomorrow.
Joanna Johnson will step in from the right side for Texas Tech. Benford swings that arm and misses inside. Just barely. No score, bottom of the second. Texas Tech and Ole Miss. Big 12 SEC. SEC has the other side of the bracket. 1-0 pitch. Waits on it, but a chop right back to Benford on one hop. She'll just throw a dart over to first and retire Johnson for the first out.
Johnson has had a really good postseason. I don't know if you've kept up with any of her at-bats, but I feel like they're probably still in the air from when we played the regional. She was crushing it.
All right, here comes Kennedy. That's the home plate umpire saying, "Oh, sorry." And then she said, "No, you're right." She's over at the first base dugout. This has to do with the lineup card.
Yep, for flex, adding Nyjah in so she can hit.
Well, you need her to. 312 average. She's hit 11 bombs. And that leads the team. Red batting gloves, pitch. Low and inside to Nyjah. 0-0, bottom of the second. And it's a full house. Maybe a few seats in the bleachers in the third deck. Chairback's down below his pitch. Inside as well, 2-0. So far, there's only been one base runner, and that was on a hit by pitch. Huge grandstands in left, right center, and right field. A smaller grandstand in center field. So you're surrounded. It is a true stadium. Pitch. Off the end of the catcher's mitt of Brady into the backstop, and Kennedy has worked a 3-0 count with one away and nobody on.
Nyjah is very disciplined at the plate, so I don't anticipate her swinging at anything that's not in her wheelhouse unless it comes to a 3-2 count, but this is where she's been working it.
She was 0 for 3 against Florida State last time out, but in the first game, she was 1 for 2 with a home run. Pitch. Ball forward. She's aboard with a walk. And they did not act like they wanted to throw much to Nyjah to deal with.
I don't blame them.
Tell me about Demi Elder, the left fielder.
Demi. She has had quite a season since she's gotten back in the lineup. I believe she was suffering from an injury early on. Couldn't be sure, but since getting back in the lineup, she has been on it. She makes great contact. She has great at bats. She's also really fun to watch in the field. So I was very happy when I saw her get back in the lineup.
We've got a pinch runner for Kennedy. That'll be Michaela Garcia, 5'8" sophomore from Lubbock.
Let's see what they do to see if they can get her in scoring position. Maybe lay down a bunt. We'll see.
Strike thrown in to Demi Elder. Elder hitting .342 on the season. In the postseason, she's 4 for 15 and has scored 2 runs. She's got the high black socks and big knee flex. Hands out over the plate.
Ball, way out.
That's outside. Not just out, but way out, says Chelsea Clark. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out and a runner at first. No score in the bottom of the second. Again, just a tiny bit of a breeze. It's not going to affect anything so far. Maybe it changed later. Pitch. Turns on it, hits it to the first baseman. She'll grab it and step on the base. That's Llamas. Into scoring position goes Garcia, but 3 unassisted for Demi Elder for round number 2.
She did her job in that situation, get the runner in scoring position. So now let's see if Vic can move her.
Yeah, Valdez has 28 runs batted in this season. The Red Raider catcher. Pitch with 2 outs. Low. Big secondary lead out there for Garcia. As soon as it's let go, she sprints away from the bag, just in case it gets away from the catcher. Tight to the line is Lansdell over at third base. 1-0 pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. No score, bottom 2 in Oklahoma City. Coach Glasgow, black hat, black shirt, black slacks, black shoes. I salute you, sir.
I'm used to seeing him in the Adidas shorts.
This is grounded to third sharply. Lansdell handles it, throws to first. She could have applied the tag on Garcia, but she gets Valdez at first anyway. 5-3 for out number 3. Garcia, I thought, might have done a job to confuse Lansdell, but that was not the case.
No, I mean, with 2 outs, you got to go on anything. So what she did was right, but fortunately didn't do anything.
We're through 2. We head to the top of the 3rd. Ole Miss coming to the plate. You're listening to coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Every drop counts. Introducing the Patriot 50 Series sprayer from Case IH that puts every drop of product exactly where you want it. Enhanced LED lights, a cab designed for all-day comfort, and more precise spraying technology. Because just like you, we know every drop counts. Visit your local Wiley Implement for details on the new Patriot 50 Series sprayer.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
Birdsong Automotive. We'll have your car singing like a bird.
Hi, this is Brad Birdsong. Right now, purchase a set of 4 tires and receive a free oil change. Plus, take advantage of our complimentary alignment checks. Trust us with all your automotive needs, and we'll have your car singing like a bird. Come see us at Birdsong Automotive, 5601 130th Street.
Back here in Oklahoma City with the Red Raiders and the Rebels. Not enough at Bagels. 0s on the board as we head to the top of the 3rd. A little bit of history for Ole Miss in their regional appearances. Jamie Traxel has been around now 5 years. She's the 6th coach in Ole Miss history. In 2016, they went to the Norman Regional. Pushed it to a championship game, but lost. 2017, Oxford. 2018, Tempe. 2019, Oxford, so they host again. 21, Tucson, Arizona. 22, Los Angeles. So under Traxel, Tucson, LA, that's UCLA was the host. Salt Lake City, Lafayette, Louisiana, and this year, Tucson, where they defeated Grand Canyon, Arizona, lost to Arizona, beat Arizona. Coming up to this year, they had never won a super regional game. Well, that changed on May 23rd against 4th-ranked Arkansas. They won 9-7, lost 4-0, and then came here winning 7-4. First pitch is up from Nyjah Kennedy to Ashton Lansdell, the 3rd baseman, hitting 200 on the year, 33rd start. She only has 17 hits on the season. The pitch. In there for a strike. Got to tell you, I was a little distracted, Nikki. The airborne camera here was coming down the ropes. It's like, uh-oh, it's a UFO coming in.
I was watching why Lauren kept going in and then back a little bit, trying to see what kind of shift they had going on her. Maybe they thought she was going to bunt. But it doesn't look like it anymore.
Swing and a miss for Lansdell.
Now Alana's coming in a little bit more.
Pitch. Fouled up right over our heads. Ashton played 1 season of baseball. First female to play at the NCAA level, that's junior college, at Georgia Highlands College. Tight to the bag at third, and Lindemuth pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a riser.
I wonder how that transition was for her from baseball to softball, because I know with baseball, the pitch goes down versus softball, you have a rise ball and all these other things. So I wonder how, obviously she's a starter, so hasn't been too bad, but wonder if she struggled with that.
You're right. And pitch coming down, and now you all of a sudden got something starts at your waist, ends up much higher than that.
See.
This is a little pop-up to the catcher, and Valdez turns around and says, thank you very much. Angelina De Leon, one swing and hit it about, 10 feet in the air? Easy catch. 2 down.
We love a low pitch count inning.
Boy, softball can get moving, especially when you have these kind of pitchers. There's aces on every staff. Malvin tried the slap shot toward the left side and came up empty. It's 0-1.
As a slapper, you want to try to hit the 5-6 hole, so let's see if she's able to make that adjustment. That was a rise ball. You want to look for something more down in the zone.
Do you get a better look at it when you move forward like that, or is it tougher to keep focus?
I think it really just depends. I was a slapper in college. I think it really just depends on the person. For me, it helped me. When I was playing travel ball, they told me if I wanted to play Division I would have to be a slapper, switch to the left side, and that's what I did.
So you were naturally a righty?
Yep. I didn't even switch till 9th grade. Kind of a late bloomer there.
That's amazing. 2-1 the count. She lets that one go by for a strike.
That's the pitch you're looking for as a slapper.
She probably should have gone after that one.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you're in 9th grade and you decided to go from right to left.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. And got the Rutgers doing it.
Yep.
That's impressive. The rock and the fire, 2-2. The slap. Third, snared, got her at first. Lindemuth, 5-3 for out number 3.
Lindemuth was in a really good position there. She was up a little bit, so she was able to play the hop. I know she had to get off her feet a little bit there, but perfectly executed.
Off we go to the bottom of the third. 9-1-2 coming up for the Red Raiders, tied with no score. You're listening to coverage of the WCWS on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Red Raiders, are you ready for some serious convenience? Look no further than Tootin' Totem. Grab your favorite fountain drinks, fresh foods, and snacks right from our drive-thru windows. And introducing Fetch 'em by Tootin' Totem. Enjoy the ease of pickup or delivery without any delay. Why wait when you can have it all now? Place your order today at TootinTotem.com/Fetch'em. Whether it's a quick snack or a refreshing drink, we've got you covered with our drive-thru and Fetch 'em pickup and delivery. Tootin' Totem, the official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Visit us today and experience the ultimate convenience.
At Covenant Health, you'll find the largest and most trusted integrated team of heart specialists between Dallas and Phoenix. Our unified approach brings together the finest minds in cardiology, ensuring that no matter the heart or vascular challenge, you have the most capable hands in the industry.
Our team working together means your heart care is always coordinated and focused on your well-being.
Because when it's your heart, every moment matters.
Red Raiders softball on the air tonight. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for allowing us to jump in and cover these matchups for the first time ever in Oklahoma City to the Texas Tech administration. The folks at Learfield who are producing tonight, like Dawson Brown, Ryan Corman, all the folks involved with the Texas Tech softball program, and picking up Nikki Oniko has been a big one for us because she knows what she's doing.
Well, it's fun to be here.
I mean, it's so special. I mean, it's like anytime, whether it's in Omaha or Oklahoma City, it's just like Christmas.
Absolutely.
When you're 8.
It's like Christmas for me now.
Yeah. Yeah. Music's been good over the loudspeakers.
The vibes have been good.
Yeah, even with the rain. Had a few lightning strikes. It wasn't anything serious, but enough to put the tarp down. And they had to do some pushing of water around. But, well, right now, if you look at it, you couldn't tell that it rained at all. There's not one puddle. Surface looks perfect. Here we're underway in the bottom of the third, and it's a grounded ball foul from Bailey Lindemuth. First team All Big 12 and all freshman team.
You know, going back to the field, shout out to the grounds crew for doing such a great job for keeping the field this nice.
It's Pearl. 0-1 pitch upstairs. I went to a conference tournament one time, and they had 5 or 6 of these local yokels. It was in Macomb, Illinois, which it never should have been. This conference tournament at Western Illinois University. Pitch. Hit towards the first baseman. Had some wild spin on it, but Yamas picks it up, steps on the bag. Lindemuth is out number 1. We could see the Storms were coming in, and we were about to win the conference tournament, and they wouldn't pull the tarp. Our players went and pulled the tarp.
Oh, gosh.
The Oral Roberts University Golden Eagle players pulled the tarp themselves so they could save the field, so they could win the tournament and go home.
Gotta love the dedication.
We're a lot further away from Macomb right now, that's for sure. As that one misses low to Maya Davis. Coach Glasgow said if we can get Maya on, if we get Nyjah with some swing and miss, Ole Miss is going to be in trouble. We'll see if Davis can get on. She's 0 for 1. She swings and fouls that one back. 1 ball and 1 strike in a scoreless affair in the bottom of the third.
Maya's definitely a triple threat. She can hit, she can slap, she can bunt, and gosh, she is quick. She moves around those bases. So I definitely understand wanting to get her on base.
Benford checks her wristband and delivers. Stretched it too far outside, 2-1. There's not been a hit yet in this game.
Pitcher's duel.
Long study of the too long for Maya Davis.
They don't show the time clock's over there to the right. I was looking at the screen.
Pitch slashed foul left. Well, there's a lot of numbers on that screen, Coach Nico. There's a lot of Nico. There's it's hard to find some things.
It is. I'm over here. I'm like, what am I looking at?
Maya's had the 7th best season batting average in Tech history. Most at-bats in a season in Tech history. She rolls that one foul near the first base bag. Closest to being a base hit. She's second with hits with 85. Behind just Kim Martinez, who had 91 in 1997. She's first in runs scored in a season.
If you look at the single-season individual records, you see her name highlighted a lot here.
Second in triples, 4th in total bases, 3rd in stolen bases, 26. We got a level count at 2-2 here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on, 1 out. The pitch. And lost speed and missed outside, 3-2.
Maya's doing a good job of finding her wheelhouse, finding the ball she wants.
Oh, your station identification. We'll get to that in just a moment. 3-2 pitch. Off speed. She turns on it. Hits it at the right fielder. Boy, Malvin didn't have to move. No. Squeezes it for the out. Might have been a little off the end of the bat. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to Red Raiders Softball. Here's Haley Toney with 2 outs. Looped up high, 1 ball, no strikes.
Let's see if we can make something happen. I know Jerry, in the interview you had with him, talked about who will get the momentum going first. He said he thought it would be the first 3 innings. So let's see if something happens here.
Swing and a miss from Toney. Toney in the postseason. On fire. 8 for 16. Pitch. Coach Glasgow had to limbo there. Got out of the way in third base coaching box. That's a high wall down the third base line that sends it up to the concrete for the first grandstand. Also down the first base line, it's that way. It's much higher than the outfield wall. I'd say the outfield wall is about 7 or 8 feet. Pitch. Inside corner, strike 3. And a hat tip to Benford for that delivery.
Yeah, Haley was definitely looking outside on that pitch and just got her on the inside corner there.
Top of the 4th coming up. No score. You're listening to Women's College World Series coverage on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Ready to take your business to the next level? Look no further than Cactus Technology Solutions, your trusted partner in cutting-edge technology. And guess what? We've teamed up with Texas Tech, the leading educational institution, to bring you unparalleled expertise and innovation. Picture this: cutting-edge software, seamless networking solutions, and robust cybersecurity measures, all tailored to meet your business needs. So why wait? Let us revolutionize your business with the power of technology.
Cactus Technology Solutions and Texas Tech Baseball, where innovation meets excellence.
Get set for game day with a club run. Shop your Lubbock Sam's Club, located in the Canyon West Shopping Center, before you hit the field. Find hand-cut meats and fresh produce, along with drinks, snacks, and sides in big sizes. Plus, Red Raider fan gear to last season after season. Join Sam's Club and unlock all the perks of membership, like access to exclusive items, savings, and so much more for game day and every day. Sam's Club is a proud corporate partner of Texas Tech and Red Raider Baseball. Sam's Club. Join the club.
Back here at the greatest show on dirt, it's the Women's College World Series. Texas Tech and Ole Miss trying to feel each other out a little bit here. Both of the pitchers having a heyday. 1 base runner so far. Actually 2. And they were both on free passes from Benford. Nikki, what's your pulse on this game?
Gosh, definitely a pitcher's duel. I would say that we are definitely making contact with it. We just need to find it and get it. We'll eventually start getting it through, hopefully sooner than later. But they just need to be a little bit more patient. Obviously, a lot of balls have been going to the left side for our lefties, so they're obviously a little bit late on it. So making sure that they get that timing down and making something happen. Maybe wanting to resort to small ball. Who knows? In due time, we shall see.
All right, so this is the second time through for Ole Miss, and we're already to the top of the 4th. So it'll be Jaden Pone. She's very dangerous, first team All-SEC. And she's 6th in on-base percentage all-time at Ole Miss. She went 0 for 2 last time out against Arkansas as they're interviewing Jamie Traxel, who's 182 and 115 in her 5th year in Oxford. 15 total years, 528, 299, and 1. Let's give her a round number for losses here today. As Kennedy delivers. You hear a grunt and hit the outside corner at 72.
She's really doing a great job of working that outside corner.
So when it's 72 like this, pitch, same spot, same result, 71. Softball's fairly big, right?
I would say so.
It can't look big at 72 from that distance, right?
You blink and it's already there. It's already past you.
Man. Pitch. Oh, she got lucky. She started running forward in Pone and let it go by, and it barely missed the strike zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors for both sides.
It's definitely dangerous when you're slapping, when you going from standing to slapping, when she does an off-speed pitch like that.
That's right back to Kennedy. Says thank you very much. 1 hop, 1 out.
I will say Nyjah does a great job of fielding that position. I know with pitchers it's hit or miss when it comes to fielding. Some coaches don't want the pitcher fielding anything. I think she's done a really good job of owning that. That'll
bring up Lair Butze. Struck out her only other time up. The pitch sent up and over the left side and into the second deck. So for the main grandstand, from foul pole to foul pole, there's one deck, then a middle deck, and then a whole nother level up top, and another level after that as that one misses outside. New softball for Kennedy, who wears a face mask. I saw her carrying her box of gear out of the team room this morning. She looked very happy.
It's like Christmas.
Budze, 1 for 3 against the Hogs last time out. Pitch. She tried there. Unsuccessful. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One away, bases clear, no score, top of 4. Pitcher shining. Lindemuth again tight at third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lindemuth will get the ball, but on the throw around, 2 down.
Still not a hit.
It's 5 strikeouts already for the Big 12 pitcher of the year. Got to ring up Aaliyah Benford, one of those 5 strikeout victims. Pitch. High flare up and over the right side. The yellow ball tumbling down below us. Najri into the windup. Swing and a miss, 0-2. You know, she didn't strike out a ton of Seminoles. Of course, Florida State ranked 5th in the country. Struck out 4 the first game of the Supers and 3 the second game. Pitch. Line drive. Off the shortstop. Tony picks it, throws it. Got her at first base. Oh, my goodness. What a play by Tony.
Incredible. She stayed with it. I was a little worried there when I saw the hop. I was like, oh, gosh, is the hop going to eat her up? But no, she was able to get the ball, get her out.
Bang, bang play, but I think they're going to stick with it. As Benford hit the hardest ball of the night. Tony had to go off the heel of her glove straight up in the air, kept her poise, and got out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 4, 5, 6 coming up for Texas Tech. You're listening to coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Experience excellence at Brandability. Brandability is your one-source supplier for all your promotional product needs. Signs, banners, t-shirts, caps, and more. Their in-house decoration capabilities ensure maximum quality. Brandability has the best showroom in Texas, and they are known for their top-notch customer service. Come see for yourself. Brandability. Take your brand to the next level. Lubbock owned and operated since 1992 and a proud corporate partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
At Simmons Pump and Supply, we sell more than just pumps. We sell peace of mind. Your water supply is critical to the well-being of your crops and your family. When it comes to irrigation and house wells, no other product has been designed by and built for West Texans for over 70 years. The next time your well stops producing, make sure your contractor calls Simmons Pump and Supply for the highest quality solution for your water well applications, or visit SimmonsPump.com to learn more. Give us a try. We'll deliver. Recom Tech.
Alexa Langoliers, Lauren Allred, and Alana Johnson coming up for the Red Raiders.
This is definitely the heart of our order, so hopefully they make something happen right here.
What was it like playing softball at Rutgers?
Cold. Very, very cold. But it was fun. I know you were talking about tarping the field earlier. I was actually telling Matt Dowdy on the ride here that we were tarping against Ohio State, and I tripped on the tarp and fell under it.
Oh, no. Where'd Nikki go?
I was so embarrassed.
If you play this game for any amount of time, or you cover it for any amount of time, you can see some crazy things. Like, I don't know, I can't tell you when the last wave I saw. I cannot tell you the last wave I saw. We have a full 360 wave already here at the Women's College World Series.
The fans have been waiting for this moment.
Some people hate the wave, some people love it.
I like it the first 2 times. Then after that, I'm like, I'm kind of over it.
That's enough.
Yep.
UCLA and Oregon will wrap up the night. We got a lot to decide here as it's 0-0 headed to the bottom of the 4th. Langoliers check swings and rolls it foul towards the camera well that has about 15 cameras. Those long telescopic lenses pointed over the railing at all of the action.
You are not missing any coverage.
Still no hits in this game. Langoliers got hit by a pitch last time. It's inside. They've been trying to work her in all night. She's got 40 runs batted in, 333 average, 8 home runs. Hitting .429 in the NCAA tournament. That'll get you to a World Series.
Oh, for sure.
1-1 pitch. Squares to bunt. Bunted it off herself. She was in the box.
Oh, for sure. She was in the box.
Do you ever have to worry about that?
All the time. Do you know how many times I got called out for being out of the box?
I'd like to know, yes. Too many?
Too many.
She's cheating.
I don't know if it helped me that much.
Bill Langoliers was in the box there. 1-2. Easy take. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score. Bottom of the 4th.
That was a smart approach by her because if you look at first and third, they're all the way back. So unless the pitcher or catcher would be able to make a play on it, she has a pretty good shot of being safe at first.
Binford's been in control. 2-2. Chopper to the shortstop. She'll bring it in. De Leon throws her out. Nice stretch by Llamas. 1 away.
Let's see if Lauren Allrad can get something going here.
All red with the uniform and the batting gloves. Right against left. Slings. That one called up. It was really close. 1 ball and no strikes. Wind is virtually gone. Just a breath moving the flags around in center field.
It's a beautiful, beautiful evening.
1-0 pitch. There's a strike. That's at the knees and on the outside corner. .45 ribbies. After the regular season ended, she's up to 53 now. Pitch. That's off the plate there, barely. 2-1. That's one thing about Binford, though. She's just barely missing. She's tantalizing with these pitches, right? Just, should I go after? I don't, you're constantly making decisions.
I mean, it's the outside corner. I feel like it's hit or miss. She's right there.
2-1. That's down the left field line and squirting into the corner. Picked up by the left fielder, Pone. And the Red Raiders have the first hit in College World Series history for Texas Tech. It's Lauren Allred who delivers.
Beautiful at bat. Beautiful hit right down the line. That's exactly what you want. Especially since she's been been on the outside corner the whole time.
I love Jerry Glasgow's basically inspirational speech that he gave to me on the pregame interview talking about mental toughness. It was amazing. This ball is swatted foul by Johnson on the left side. She hits 5th. .462 in postseason play. 15 total bases, 7 runs batted in, and over 1,000 slugging percentage. Let's see some of that here. Maybe a ball in the gap. Pitch. She hits it down the line. It's fair and into the corner. Around second, Allred goes to third. The ball got away from the left fielder. The Red Raiders are up 1-0, and all the way into third is Johnson. What a play! 1-0 Tech.
We love to see that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right down the line. Third couldn't get it. Then left field, I don't know if she bobbled it or what happened, but it zoomed past her, and Lauren was able to score from first base.
That ball hit chalk. The third base umpire didn't even know if it was fair. And then it was so close to the wall that Pone couldn't get it, and it went under her glove. I think that's going to be a triple. Nikki, what do you think after looking at that replay?
Oh, for sure. But now the coach is wanting to review the play. Let's see I wonder what they're wanting to review.
If it's fair or foul. It's hard to hear, but it's under review. Okay, so we'll keep it here for the review. Like I said, the third base umpire didn't know if it was fair or foul. He did not signal fair or foul. Now, Nikki, we have a great angle at this, okay? We're offset right, so we can see down the left field line. Off the bat, I thought this ball is fair.
I would agree. It looked fair to me. From my angle, it looked like it just hit chalk, but I'm wondering if they're questioning right now if Lauren left early from first base. I think that's actually what the review is.
Okay, you tell me what you're seeing on the replay here, because you might be right.
She is not early based on that replay that I just saw.
Okay, so this might not be fair or foul. Runner left on time. You were right. Nice job, Nikki.
Oh, thanks. I played a time or two. I've also been called out a time or two.
Okay, so now we'll have. They charged an error down there in the left. See, that's unfortunate for Pone because the ball, as she arrived, was squeezed up against that blue wall in foul territory, and it would be like trying to dig out something at your home from the sidewall with a glove, and we'll stick with it. It's a double for Johnson and an E7. That's ball inside one to Najee Kennedy, 1-0. Red Raiders in the bottom of the fourth, and they've got a runner at third and still one out. The infield mostly all the way in for Ole Miss and shifted to the left side. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Kennedy wanted that one.
Oh, yeah. If you look there, you see number one there. They have three people on the left side. So their second baseman shifted over.
Kennedy waits. The pitch. Just missed up. Okay, so that's a double down the left field line. No RBI. The run scores, it is unearned.
Regardless, she did her job.
Kennedy's already got a walk. Looks at that one go by, and it's 3-1. You'll take a double, Alana Johnson, and be at third. Three infielders on the left side. Pitch. Ooh, Najee just missed. So it goes full 3-2. Coach Glasgow giving her a few tips after seeing that swing. 1-0, Texas Tech just scored their first run in WCWS history.
Let's keep this thing rolling.
Keep the train moving. You got the best pitcher in the country on your side. She happens to be at the plate. Center fielder's way deep.
She happens to be a great hitter at that, too.
3-2 is back to the pitcher. Runner coming home. Uh-oh, now we got a pickle. Catcher running. Tag. Third. Got her. She's out. Kennedy is safe at first. But Johnson a little too over-aggressive there as it goes 1, 2, 5 for route number 2. Fielder's choice for Kennedy.
We're definitely aggressive on the base path, but looks like Jerry is questioning something. I'm interested to see what he's questioning.
Yeah, she's clearly out. She got tagged in the face.
Yeah, before her hand even got close to the bag, so I'm not quite sure what's in question here, but
a little backhand from Brady was sporty. The catcher. Oh boy, yeah, this one's a wasted challenge.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to use my my review on that one. Yeah.
I mean, she's out by a good foot and a half. They have a review center, so you don't have to run with the umpires, go to the monitor. The communication is through the crew chief, who's standing right now with his right hand on his ear so he can hear better. That's Cameron Ellison. And this should be very quick. Coach Glasgow, he's not very happy. He wanted more out of this situation. Oh, they're talking about obstruction. There was no obstruction. In other words, the obstruction means she didn't have a chance to get to the bag.
Like she was blocking it, essentially.
But when you're out that far...
Yeah, I think that's a clear out.
Usually you see this come into a situation when it's at home. When a catcher's maybe
typically,
blocking the plate, accidentally blocking the plate, on purpose blocking the plate. Then you have to, think about intent. Well, this is over at third base. Tech is up 1-0 no matter what. They'll have a runner at first no matter what. This is taking much longer than I thought it would.
Me too. I feel the same way. I don't know if you were paying attention, but was anybody covering second base? Or were you focused on the play at third as well?
I just looked at third. That's a great point. Maybe somebody came over to thinking they were going to get involved. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, Coach Glasgow.
I think I need to review what obstruction is.
Lambsdale
wow.
is shocked.
Oh.
Coach Traxel has to be shocked as she brings out all of her infield, and what a break for Texas Tech. Runners at first and third, and one out.
I'm shocked. I mean, I'm not mad by no means, but great call by Jerry.
Oh, great call by Jerry Glasgow. And see that I've talked to coaches about how they do this when it comes to obstruction. They teach to leave the plate open. You make a play on the ball and then bring the tag down so there's no
question.
There's no collision. And I'd love to look at it again from a different mindset, because maybe he's right on. I'm not sure. But boy, I was miles away from being right there. Pitch. And that's a fair ball out in front of home plate. The catcher picks it up, throws to first, safe.
Incredible. I know that's not what Demi Elder wanted to do, but sometimes the swing and bunt works out, and it worked wonders right there.
By the way, Garcia running for Najee Kennedy is out at second base.
You're correct, she is.
Okay. So you've got Johnson at third, Kennedy at second, Elder at first, and this wild bottom of the fourth, and a swinging bunt will go down as the third base hit of the inning. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Valdez.
Reagan Jennings.
Reagan Jennings, who has had a great season. She's appeared in 44 games, hitting .395, which would be good for number one on the team. 32 hits, 4 doubles, 18 driven in for Jennings. She's 1 for 3 in the NCAA tournament. Pitch. Misses outside. This is massive here, Nikki.
It is. This is exciting. I love the situation we're in. We have bases loaded. We have Reagan Jennings up to bat, 1 out. Let's keep it going.
Bases loaded, 1 run in. Pitch. That's outside. And the pressure's going to be building on Benford in front of the sellout crowd. Both teams playing their first Women's College World Series game.
Quite the matchup when you think about it.
Pitch. Little chopper right back to the pitcher. 1 at home, 2 at first. A double play for Ole Miss, and they get out of that with just 1 run given up.
Not an ideal situation, but hey, we're on the board, and that's what matters right now. We just need to hold it and continue.
Jennings took about a half swing, and it was Taylor May. It was 1-2 to retire Johnson for out number 2. And then 2-3 to retire Jennings for out number 3 on a massive double play. 1-0 Red Raiders. Top of the 5th coming your way next here in Oklahoma City on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
This is where projects come to life. Our showrooms are designed to inspire with the latest products from top brands, curated in an inviting, hands-on environment, and a team of industry experts to support your project. We'll be there to make sure everything goes as planned, from product selection to delivery coordination. At Ferguson Bath, Kitchen, and Lighting Gallery, your project is our priority.
Stop by our Lubbock showroom today to see the latest innovations from your favorite brands, including Thermador.
Red Raider fans, are you ready to knock it out of the park with your career goals? At Staffing at KT Black, we're here to help you hit a home run in your job search. Just like the Red Raiders go for a win on the field, our team is dedicated to finding you the perfect match in your career lineup. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just stepping up to the plate, Staffing at KT Black offers staffing solutions tailored for employees and employers. Visit us online at ktblack.com or stop by our Amarillo or Lubbock offices. Staffing at KT Black. Let us help you hit that next grand slam with all your staffing needs.
Texas Tech leading 1-0 as we head to the top of the 5th here in Oklahoma City. Red Raiders with 3 hits, but they leave a couple stranded after the 1-2-3 double play. I'm not used to seeing the drone on the field. It's flying very low.
Oh gosh, I didn't even see that.
Getting some footage. It's currently tracking Johnson out there in right field. And then up into the stands. Maybe I ought to become a drone pilot. What do you think?
Hey, not a bad gig.
The internet on the Twitter machine, not exactly sure about how that got reversed either. So we'll just leave it at that. That's what the call was.
I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch that.
Valdez back in there to receive as the catcher. As Nyjah Kennedy delivers, swing and a miss. Mighty hack from Percy Yamas.
She came off first pitch swinging.
Cool name, spelled with an S, Percy. Pitch. Missed. Of course, my son's name is Perry, so it's close enough. 1-0 Red Raiders, top of the 5th. Percy is from Eastvale, California. She grounds this one to the second baseman, cleanly fielded by Langoliers, one away.
You said she was from California?
Cali.
Yep. Definitely a lot of softball players, really good players come from California.
She's also listed as a left-handed pitcher. That one just missed out to Lexi Brady. Watch out for her again. Massive power from Lexi Brady. The senior in the number 31 in the white uniform for Ole Miss. The pitch. Having to reach for that one. Valdez, it misses. 2 balls and no strikes. 1-0 Texas Tech in the top of the 5th. The winner gets to, again, kick it at the hotel tomorrow. Play on Saturday night. Pitch cut too far in, so she's jumped way out in front, 3-0. Brady playing in her 181st game. Pitch hit on one hop to the second baseman. Langoliers down to a knee, fields and throws her out.
Way to get in front of that ball.
You can only imagine that had some spin.
Oh, for sure. She does a great job. I think she really stays down on it. I don't have her stats in terms of fielding in front of me, but I've been to a couple games. She's done a pretty solid job there at second base.
That pitch misses to Mackenzie Pickens, the second baseman, who has a couple of putouts. In this game, she was put out with a fly ball to the first baseman to end the second. Pitch. This is upstairs. Boy, Kennedy, works so rapidly. It's so difficult to get any kind of offense generated. They went through the entire Big 12 tournament without allowing a run. Pitch. Coming up back and right. Foul ball not too far from us. Pickens has driven in 37, 8 dingers, scored 38 runs. But Kennedy already with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Pitch. Missed outside with that one. Trying to get her to chase, and it's a hitter's count at 3-1.
She makes contact. Let's see if she also goes to Alexa.
Pitch. Fouled back. We're in a situation here where this would be massive for Kennedy and Texas Tech because they were really leaning on Ole Miss with the bases loaded and 1 out. You have to feel like Ole Miss thought they've got some momentum, only giving up 1.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's such a close game. It's been a close game the whole time. Anything can happen. That's the beauty of softball. That's the beauty of sports, especially in the postseason.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Have to throw it down to first. The lob from Valdez is there. And that is another strikeout for Nyjah Kennedy. She has 6 strikeouts tonight and another 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Texas Tech 1, Ole Miss 0. This is coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
What's up, baseball fans? Enjoying the game should be easy. Don't overthink it. What to wear? Done. Just toss on your lucky jersey. Don't know what to serve your friends? Easy. Pick up some burgers for the grill and grab some Bud Light for your pregame tailgate. See? It's that easy. Just like Bud Light, which is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Overton Hotel and Conference Center is the official hotel of Texas Tech Athletics and the Texas Tech Alumni Association and is the perfect home away from home for all of your game day needs. Enjoy stylish accommodations, thoughtful amenities, and an unbeatable location near Texas Tech University, Jones AT&T Stadium, United Supermarkets Arena, and Rip Griffin Park. We invite all Red Raider fans to join us before and after every home game where you can enjoy live music and your favorite game day food and drinks. When it comes to Texas Tech game days, we've got all the essentials and more. Wreck-'em Tech.
Jeff Haxton, Nikki Oniko, former Rutgers softball player and college softball expert. To my right, we are high above Devon Park where the sun is just about to set. Some blue clouds and sky above us. We had a rain delay of just an hour and 15 minutes. It's not too bad. And Nikki, Texas Tech leads 1-0, headed to the bottom of the 5th.
Yep, so what we want to see here is good quality at-bats, really want to work the zone, and just take advantage of that. Obviously, Ole Miss isn't going to just give us anything, so we really have to work for it. We've been making not bad contact, but just been to a fielder every time, so now really finding that zone and hoping Bailey Lindemuth gets us started here.
9-1-2 for the Red Raiders. We have a great crowd. Again, if you start to win, that scarlet and black's going to show up in droves. The Crimson and Cream right down the road pulled one off today that was one for the ages. Tennessee up 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Tennessee gets 2 outs. OU wins. Center field blast with This place, feel it shaking under your feet.
I got goosebumps when I watched that home run.
I did too. Full body goosebumps with the reaction of the players, just the joy they have. Crowd. Foul ball back and right for Lindemuth.
So many emotions in the game. Someone texted me last week saying, why do the players get so hype and baseball, doesn't? I was like, well, I can't speak for baseball, but I know softball, it's just fun. We love celebrating. We love leaving it all on the field.
A 1 pitch. This chop towards third. Lambsdale goes back, makes the play to first. The throw was a little wide towards home, but it's good for the out. 5-3, one away.
That was a good play by the third baseman. She really has range there, which that's something you do want to see in a third baseman, not someone who can't move from side to side.
Top of the order now. Maya Davis swings and fouls one down. Davis a ground out to second and a fly out to right. Hit the ball okay to right field. The outfielders, for the most part, haven't been all that busy on either side, except for Pone, the left fielder for Ole Miss. In the fourth, she was chasing down a few and committed the only error of the game. Pitch.
Looks like right field's back a little bit versus center and left, so just shows you where Maya primarily gets all of her hits all of her balls.
That one missed, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out in the pitch. Cutter missed outside. So it's spinning away from the left-handed batter. Almost a screwball action there, correct, coming out of the hand?
Oh, gosh. Pitching is not my strong suit.
Me either. This is a lazy fly ball to left field. Pone is there, and she'll make the catch without having to take more than 2 steps. 2 away.
I can tell you the off speed, and I can tell you the rise ball.
Okay. I appreciate your honesty. A lot of people just made it up.
I'd rather be honest than sound dumb, so,
All right, here's Haley Toney, 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a strikeout looking. 1-0 Texas Tech in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch. Slashed foul down the third baseline, drawing some oohs and ahs. Coach Glasgow didn't flinch.
He's a seasoned vet.
That he is. And last time he coached here was in 2017. Oh, and 1, the pitch. Line drive right back up the middle and through for a base hit.
Beautiful piece. Right up the middle. Love to see that.
Got pretty close to Benford.
One of my favorite tweets was Tony 2 bags. When she got some extra bases, I was like, oh, we love a creative tweet.
Tony 2 bags. She got 13 on the year. Has 13 on the year as Alexa Langoliers hits one right at the second baseman with some flight. Catch made by Pickens. And that's it for the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th. The Red Raiders get a base hit, leave her stranded. Up 1-0. This is coverage of the Women's College World Series on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm James Arnold with First Bank and Trust, a division of UMB Bank. For almost 30 years, our bank has been a part of this community and the organizations that make our city great. We're firmly committed to supporting organizations in our city that bring an exceptional quality of life to all of us. Organizations like Texas Tech University, Lubbock Christian University, and our local schools all enrich our lives to make West Texas the best Texas. Learn more about us at firstbanktexas.com. That's firstbanktexas.com.
Member FDIC.
Power up your world with IPS Commercial Electric. For commercial and industrial electric, the winning team of professionals at IPS Commercial Electric has the superior service, solutions, and knowledge to keep your world turning in the right direction. IPS is a proud sponsor of Texas Tech Athletics and the Lubbock community. Call IPS Commercial Electric today to schedule an appointment and let us assist you with all your electrical needs. Keep your world turning in the right direction. IPS Commercial Electric. Wreck 'em.
Top of the 6th coming up here in Oklahoma City at Devon Park. Been playing for just over an hour 30. Nigel Kennedy continuing to do some big things. He's got 6 strikeouts.
I don't know about you, but it feels like this game is going by pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, Nija, her season high in strikeouts was 14 against Kansas and 14 against Kennesaw State. Her latest high was 8 against Arizona on May 10th. That was through a full game, 7 innings. She had 13 against the Baylor Bears, the Big 12 tournament. Just mowed them down through 6 2/3. And again, 6 so far tonight. She's going to face off with 7, 8, 9 in the Ole Miss order. One run, 4 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Tech. 0-0-1 error for Ole Miss, and we got a pinch hitter. I think it's Allison Cooper. No, that's incorrect. It is Tinley Grisham. She swings and misses. Grisham hitting 192, 30th appearance in a game. Corners are in. Pitch.
So
outside corner for a strike.
Oh, it looks like Bailey's backing up a little bit.
Yeah, Allred comes in and then retreats. Pitch. Missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-0. Red Raiders, top of the 6th.
Interesting that they put a slapper on. I feel like typically when a coach does that, they just want to see if someone can get on base.
Pitch. Line drive into center field. Coming on. The center fielder dives and makes the catch. What a play by Davis.
Maya. Love watching her in the outfield. God, she's quick.
I'll tell you what. Give credit. Putting on Grisham. She may have hit the best ball that they've hit all night.
Absolutely. That was solid contact.
But put a star by that one. A line out to Davis on the diving catch. There's 1 away. De Leon swings and fouls it back. Angelina De Leon is 0 for 1 with a fly out to the catcher.
Makes sense that why Bailey backed up last pitch.
Yeah. This one right through there for a strike. Very deceiving. 0-2 to De Leon. Tech leading 1-0.
Beautiful off-speed pitch.
Oh, 2. Got a piece and fouled it back. Crowd watching the ball roll down like it's in one of those arcades, kind of like skee ball. Watching it roll down the net, and then it went clank on that blue rail and stayed up on top of the net.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching it too, waiting for it to go over. It just never goes over.
This is on the ground up the middle for a base hit. First base hit of the night for Ole Miss, and it's Angelina De Leon. By the way, she had a perfect game going. She was 5 outs away. I know that's asking a lot, but still, 5 outs away from perfection. Pitch. And this is outside to Taylor Malvin. There's a slapper. She slapped one to Linda Muth last time. Linda Muth has cheated way in a third. Pitch. Right down Broadway for a strike. 1-0 Red Raiders, but the potential tying run for Ole Miss is over at first here in the top of the 6th, the one away.
Yeah, you really want your corners to be aggressive, especially on a slapper.
She tried to go that way there, and it hit the bottom of the softball and went straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. This Kennedy again works ahead. Ole Miss has got players from everywhere. Alabama, California, Missouri, Texas, South Dakota, South Carolina, North Carolina, New York. Pitch. Another slap right at the Tech dugout. Hit pretty hard.
Interesting that they have players from all over. I feel like when you look at a roster, they primarily have players from Texas, California, Florida. I feel like those are kind of the powerhouse players where people recruit from, or teams recruit from.
The player from South Dakota is Brady. What a pickup from Sioux Falls. Texas Tech, 15 Texans. 1 from Mississippi, 1 from Massachusetts, 1 from Kansas. Kennedy's been shifting around for new softballs, trying to get the right one. She has a 1-2 count against the 9-hole batter, Taylor Malvin, for Ole Miss. Rebels, 42-19, 11-13 in the SEC. They've had 67 home runs, 18 more than the previous school record. The pitch. Late swing and a foul as she was running forward there on the slap. Everything going left, as Nikki mentioned.
The worst is when you're expecting outside, and then you K up on an inside pitch.
Kennedy, leaning on the front foot, swings it. That's off the third baseman, trickling left. Linda Muth couldn't catch that one. And we have runners at first and second for Ole Miss with 1 out. And they may have gone back-to-back hits here.
You got to give credit when credit's due. I mean, that was a hard hit ball, and Linda Muth, she got a glove on it, but couldn't keep it in there. That's exactly what you want to do as a slapper, but we have 1 out. Mergers at first and second, so let's see what happens.
Okay, Ryan Starr is going to run for De Leon. Malvin is at first. De Leon just went out. Starr is at second. And we'll get a mound visit and an infield visit. As Ole Miss, 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Goes line out to center. Single, single. And, by the way, that was 7-8-9 that hit it hard all 3 times. Back to the top of the order, and Jaden Pone in the pitch after the visit. She went 3/4 of the way around for strike 1. 1-0 Texas Tech in the top of the 6th. Ole Miss with its first offensive threat. Full house here in Oklahoma City at Devon Park. 0-1. Fouled back and left. And that's hard hit.
Gosh.
Wide of the net as well. Hope everybody's okay.
I think it might have just hit a fan.
Pitch. Off speed. Strike 3. Pone down looking. Strikeout number 7. Huge.
Absolutely. Something I love about Nyjah is just the passion she shows when she gets a strikeout like that.
Remember, Starr is now running at second base. 5'3" junior from New York and a Syracuse transfer. There's Lair Boutte. Swing and a miss. And the Texas Tech crowd behind the third base dugout mostly raises their hands, claps and cheers, trying and urging Kennedy to get out number 3 to get to the bottom of the 6th. Pitch. Outside corner, strike 2.
Beautiful pitch.
That was nasty. First trip ever for these teams to the WCWS to the pitch. Fouled back, rolling on the net, coming back down, I'm sure.
Probably not going to go over like we've been waiting.
Get there. Oh. Stays up.
Oh,
Whoa!
Oh, there it is.
On the rebound, it went down. Nyjah had to say, hey, it actually made it back to the ground. Boy, this has been fun.
Has.
Red Raiders 1, Ole Miss 0. Runners at first and second. Pitch. Just a little outside. You can't place it much better. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Great take by Boutte.
From this angle, looked good.
Just a little off. That got everybody's hearts thumping. Time is called. Kennedy gritting those teeth. My goodness, what a competitor. Shakes off one. Likes this one. 1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a palpable buzz down below.
Mm-hmm. Can definitely hear those Red Raiders.
1-0 Tech. 2-2 pitch. Off speed, a flare towards third. Lindemuth goes back and makes the catch in foul territory, and that extinguishes the threat in the 6th.
Now we just need to finish, get some more at-bats, get some runners in scoring position, shut it down.
Need some insurance when we come back for the bottom of the 6th. Middle of the order coming up for the Red Raiders, leading 1-0 over Ole Miss. More coming up on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
At Covenant Health, you'll find the largest and most trusted integrated team of heart specialists between Dallas and Phoenix. Our unified approach brings together the finest minds in cardiology, ensuring that no matter the heart or vascular challenge, you have the most capable hands in the industry.
We are proud to offer some of the most advanced heart procedures available today, all aimed at improving patient care.
Because when it's your heart, every moment matters.
Red Raiders, are you ready for some serious convenience? Look no further than Toot and Totem. Grab your favorite fountain drinks, fresh foods, and snacks right from our drive-thru windows. And introducing Fetch 'em by Toot and Totem. Enjoy the ease of pickup or delivery without any delay. Why wait when you can have it all now? Place your order today at tootandtotem.com/fetchem. Whether it's a quick snack or a refreshing drink, we've got you covered with our drive-thru and Fetch 'em pickup and delivery. Toot and Totem, the official convenience store partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Visit us today and experience the ultimate convenience.
Well, we had to wait a little while tonight with a rogue thunderstorm that came through, but it's been worth it so far to watch Nyjah Kennedy carve up Ole Miss hitters. She just had her perfect game and no hitter wiped away. Oh, yeah, I knew that guy. Providence mascot. Yeah, they're doing Name the Mascot. Providence doesn't play softball, do they?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think we ever played them.
Spent some time up there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they play. We with Texas Tech men's basketball played at Providence. It was one of the drunkest crowds I've ever seen. I mean, they had to be selling those cold ones for 50 cents. I mean, every student had something in hand. But it was a good experience up there to Rhode Island. Lost the game, but trying to see as much of the country as possible. Had some unbelievable food up that way.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite ballpark food? Do you have one?
Oh, hot dog.
Okay. You know what? There's so many levels of hot dogs, though.
Oh my gosh. If Robert Giovanetti is watching this, ketchup belongs on hot dogs,
Okay, we
not
can't
mustard.
be friends. We can't be friends.
Oh no,
anymore.
is that where we draw the line?
It's over. It's over. Hot food takes and it's over, just like that. Pitch.
It was fun while it lasted.
It lasted 3 hours. Oh my, Lauren Allred. And now I'm not going to die on that hill, but I don't think it belongs there.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch. He's outside. 2-0 to Allred, who scored the lone run of the game. She singled back in the fourth, came around to score.
What is your favorite ballpark food?
It's pretty easy. 1-0 pitch. A little inside, trying to bust her inside. It is the hot dog, but it's like at Major League ballparks. Chicago, fantastic at Wrigley. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Okay, and the Italian at Fenway, and what used to be Yawkey Way. 3-0 pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner. It's 3-1. The Italian there with the peppers and everything is one of the best things I've ever had. So again, there's levels. You know, there's very cheap and not very good, and there's some of the things that you never forget. So there's a strike. It's 3-2 to Allred.
I got a Fenway Frank a couple years ago. Watched the Red Sox and the Yankees series. That was a fun time.
Oh yeah, I got to watch Red Sox Royals and Rangers Yankees on one trip. This is a ball to the deep part of second base, and they got her. Going back is Pickens, and she makes a terrific play to get Allred 4-3 for round number 1.
Let's see if they review it.
I think they got it right. Speaking of the Yankees, they're being advertised as we speak on The Deuce, ESPN2. Wave, they can see you.
I'm like, here we go.
Yeah. So this will be our third review tonight.
Let's see.
Show us some replays, y'all. Y'all got the... There we go. I think they got it right. And they did.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. Nice job trying to sell it.
You know, you gotta love the effort, so. Should probably be a pretty quick. Oh, yep, here we go.
Out. Second and final challenge. So 4-3 for Allred. That's going to bring up Alana Johnson. Johnson doubled down the left field line last time. Again, she's got this outrageous slugging percentage, over 1,000 in the postseason, hitting .322 overall, and she takes ball 1.
I wouldn't mind another hit like she had last time.
The strike on the inside corner there. I have 0-1 up on the board. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Benford has been really tough tonight. Pitch off the handle into the shortstop. Quick release, and they'll get Johnson. It's De Leon to Llamas for the out.
Good solid contact, just straight to her.
It's getting late here, Nikki.
I know. I was going to say I'm nervous, but I'm always nervous, so. You know, I wouldn't mind a Nyjah home run, not going to lie.
Well, these are the things that you keep an eye out for because there's so many firsts. First strikeout, pitch, swing and a miss. First base hit, first run scored. Boy, I would love. And so would Kennedy. It'll help her cause. But she's down 0-1 with 2 outs and the base is clear. Tech up 1-0 pitch. Strike 2. Had a little slide to it. 58 miles per hour. I wouldn't have swung at that one either.
Similar shift that they have with her. Second over.
Yeah, good catch, Nikki. 3 on the left side. Pitch. Way outside. You wonder when they go 3 on the left side, Pickens, De Leon, and Lansdale, if they'll try to get it in on her hands and make her roll it over. There's 1 on the right side, and that's Yamas playing a long way away from first. Towards second base. Pitch. Good barrel. Out towards center. Catch made. Boy, that thing was crushed. Catch was made, though. We go to the last call for the Rebels. Straight up 9 p.m. Central Time. Let's pause 10 seconds before we hit our break. We'll pause right now. You're listening to Red Raider Softball. Who moves on to the winner's bracket? Who goes to the loser's bracket? Find out hopefully next on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Choosing ASCO equipment means choosing decades of dependability. For over 65 years, we've dedicated ourselves to supporting you with fast service and reliable equipment. And as a family-owned and locally operated business, we know your uptime is valuable. We commit to being a blessing to our customers every single day. Whatever you need, we're on it at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com. That's ASCOEQ.com.
The Texas Tech Alumni Association represents loyal Red Raiders committed to supporting the academic mission of Texas Tech. Established by the first graduating class in 1927, the association will soon celebrate its centennial, representing a century of support for our students, alumni programs, and university tradition. Whether a century member or part of the 1923 Society, thank you for helping us meet our mission. Belong today. Download our app, visit texastechalumni.org, or stop by the McKenzie Merkin Alumni Center to learn more. You're one of us.
Let's finish this.
Back here for the top of the 7th. That voice is Nikki Oniko, who says, let's finish this, from one of her connections. And that is the exact sentiment from the radio booth and all of Red Raider Nation, who are, I'm sure, biting some fingernails, but have to feel pretty good. With the way this game has gone, 1-0 Texas Tech in the top of the 7th. You got to think Najee's got a great chance to push you all the way into the winner's bracket. Got to do it, but you got to feel pretty good about it.
Oh, for sure. And I wish I could say one of my connects, but it was actually Pat Mahomes. He does not follow me, but I saw his tweet, so I thought that was pretty cool that he's watching.
That's one of your connections.
Basically.
Yeah.
You
talk all the time.
Yeah. Duh.
Well, the sun is completely set. The lights have taken over. The LEDs pointing straight down. Again, pointing down on this palace here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And it'll be Aaliyah Benford. Now, again, Kennedy's going to have to go through some sticks for Ole Miss. 3, 4, and 5 in this first round, third game of the Women's College World Series. Pitch fouled back and right. She's down 0-1. Benford is struck out and been thrown out by Tony. What a play by the freshman as she had the ball pop out of her glove. She snatched it out of the air and threw out Benford at first.
Always finish the play.
Pitch. Off-speed strike. What a beauty.
Beautiful.
Little tug on the left sleeve. Kennedy leaning forward, rocks back, fires, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love watching the replay, the slow-mo. She was way out front. That was a beautiful off-speed pitch by Nyjah.
8 strikeouts for the pitcher of the year in the Big 12, the All-American. The first pitch is up to Percy Yamas. The first baseman, her toes near the chalk on the left side of the batter's box. 1-0 Red Raiders need 2 more outs. The pitch. What a cut. Swing and a miss, though. 1 ball and 1 strike.
She was swinging for the fences right there.
No question. And beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 1-1. Melted the outside corner for strike 2.
We love when she paints the corners.
One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as she climbed the ladder. 2 down.
Boy, she was chasing that one. She just wanted a piece of it.
9 strikeouts for Kennedy.
Let's finish.
We've seen drama today. We've got more of it right here as Brady stands in. Off speed is up for ball 1. 1-0 Red Raiders on 4 hits. Ole Miss, 2 hits. Brady, 2 ground ball outs. She's 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch. Through there for a strike as she geared it down some. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Gosh, Nyjah's locked in. She's been locked in all game, but right now I feel like she is not missing her spots.
Kennedy, 1-1. Nice take. Started her hands, missed up, checked down to first. She did not go around, says Steve Gould, the first base umpire. That one got there at 71 miles per hour. Kennedy, so strong in the legs. Pitch, swing and a miss. Fired it by her. Ole Miss down to a strike, but 1 strike of the bat could tie the game.
Anything can happen.
Texas Tech fans standing down and to our left. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The victory bells are going to ring again, and for the first time ever, Texas Tech has a win at the Women's College World Series.
Oh, we love that. So now these girls get to rest and prepare for Saturday. I thought that was a very, very good game. Pitchers duel, and they finished strong.
Talking about chill bumps earlier, you got them now?
Oh, gosh, yes. I get emotional watching them. They're so fun to watch.
Nyjah Kennedy's a pro.
She is hardworking, humble, professional, everything you want from a player.
She starts off the game by striking out the side. She ends the game by striking out the side. Had a little bit of the plate in the 6th, and that was all the errors, like 2 bad pitches. The rest, complete dominance. And Texas Tech vaults itself into the winner's bracket. They'll play the winner of UCLA and Oregon on Saturday night, as Nikki just mentioned. And we'll take a timeout and come back and have more after this. The Red Raider wrap-up show when we come back on the Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey Red Raiders, it's game day. This is attorney Davis Smith with the Gorilla Law Firm. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, call us. We've been at the same location for 20 years and handled thousands of personal